You can hear the atmosphere is building. Well, as far as the destination Dubai list is concerned, 3 Chinese players in the top 10 and 3 Danes. In fact, there's 3 Danes in the top 6. Chong Wei has only played 3 of the 4 Super Series, and that's why he went down 3 places to number 9. And the man who won in Singapore, won as a qualifier, Sonidwi Kunchoro, went up 20 places to number 14, so he's still not on the list as we look at it at the moment.
The umpire of the match from Philippines, Jelin T. Pando.
So as far as the draw is concerned, well, this is the first of the men's singles semi-finals. 3 seeds only at quarter-final stage, and those 3 seeds progressed through to the semi-final, as you can see. 4 different nations involved at semi-final stage, and that's always very good to see in any major tournament draw. It shows that the sport is in a healthy situation. Jorgensen, well, he disposed of Jonathan Christie, who had disposed himself of the number 3 seed, Lin Dan. So the stage is set. Chong Wei, 5 times former champion, against the Indonesian Ihsan Maulana Mustofa.
Ihsan Maulana Mustofa.
Her first ever Super Series semi-final for the Indonesian youngster.
From Malaysia, Chong Wei.
Chong Wei. 5 times he's lifted the trophy here at the Indonesian Open. 2007, 2009, 2010, 2011 and 2013. His last appearance here was 2 years ago when he lost in the semi-final. Looking to reach a 60th career Super Series tournament final. Chong Wei of Malaysia. Of his 59 previous finals, he's won 42 of them. And incidentally, his record here in finals at the Indonesian Open is exemplary. 5 finals, 5 titles. But he's 33 years of age now, born in Georgetown, Penang, current world number 2, but of course his former world number 1. 6 consecutive years he finished the Super Series standings as world number 1. Well, all of his matches in straight games. In fact, his quarterfinal yesterday wasn't completed because against Wang Zhiming, he was a game and 9-2 up after only 28 minutes, and the Chinese player retired. We're not quite sure, or I haven't been able to establish why Wang Zhiming retired, but Steen, you seem to know?
Yeah, it was a hamstring injury.
Well, as far as this young man is concerned, 20 years of age, from Tasikmalaya in West Java, birthplace of a very famous lady just sitting along from me, Susie Susanti. Highest ranking, 29, and he during his second week at 29. Well, he was pushed the full distance yesterday. He was a game and 6-10 down. And then promptly won 15 of the next 17 points to close it out 21-12. And then in the deciding game against Rajiv Usif, he was 1-6 down before making it very comfortable 21-12. That just shy of the hour mark, 4 minutes shy of the hour mark. Well, prior to this semi-final, the best he had done so far this year in any tournament, any category, was a last 16 at the New Zealand Grand Prix Gold. So what a step up Mustofa has made. And what is even more remarkable, not the statistic that this is the first meeting between the two players. Well, that's not surprising at all, because the Indonesian hasn't been a regular on the Super Series tour. What is so remarkable is that after losing at third men's singles in the Thomas Cup final, Mustofa has bounced back to be the only remaining Indonesian in the whole of this tournament. And of course, I'm sure nobody blames Mustofa for the Thomas Cup defeat to Denmark, but when you're playing the fifth and final match, it's always tough psychologically. And I've been very impressed with the way he has bounced back. This young Indonesian, and the disappointments.
Ladies and gentlemen,
a week ago
on my
or so.
right,
A week ago,
Ihsan Maulana
we had a couple of
Mustofa,
examples of the
Indonesia.
Malaysians who hasn't really managed to
And
bounce
on my
back.
left,
Juan Peng
Black
Hong
Chong
lost the
Wei,
decisive
Malaysia.
match in 2006.
Lee
And
Chong Wei
Dan
to
Liu
serve.
2 years
Love
ago.
all.
And
Play.
haven't really heard much from them.
No. So here we go, first in the men's singles semi-finals.
One love.
That's a good snap from Mustofa. Very important to get a good shot down here in the beginning of the match, because there's no doubt that he is a bit tense as the sole remaining Indonesian playing against Chong Wei in the semi-final of Indonesia Open.
Service over. 2-1. Service over. 2-all. Service over. 3-2.
Oh, that's nice. Well, ambitious setting. Throwing that block across courts.
4-2.
Well, he's got so many a different options, Lee Chong Wei, when he comes forward to the net like that. And that, to me, is a provoked error, because he knows that he has to hit the perfect shot against Lee Chong Wei, because Lee Chong Wei's court coverage and defensive skills are so good.
Both in terms of reach and ability to get to the shot, but also in terms of shot quality.
Nice, good net shot. Forces the short left and puts it away. Finds the line. Well, it was 2-all a moment ago. 6 straight points. And it's all looking very comfortable. Now, Steen, I know that you've been checking, because we've been reading in the Malaysian newspapers of Lee Chong Wei's desire to be world #1 once again. Now, we think if he wins this match, you've been doing the calculations?
Yeah, I think if he wins this match, he will be 600 points or so ahead of Chen Long, who can't better his ranking from this tournament.
Ready?
Well, that would be a heck of an achievement. Of course, he is favourite to win this match against a player ranked 29 in the world, but you never know what can happen.
And this is in many ways a tougher task for Mustofa than the Thomas Cup decider against Wittinghus, because he's the only surviving Indonesian player here on home soil. He's been playing some good matches, he's been playing a good tournament, but now there's a big risk that reality is dawning upon him. Of course, he could create the sensation by winning, and every player going into matches like this, also the Danish men's doubles, Astrid and Rasmussen, think, oh, maybe we can beat Lee and Yo and so on. So when you go to bed the night before the match, you dream that you're going to make it.
Yeah.
And then suddenly, reality is there. The opponent is on the other side, and he's just a little bit too good.
Yeah.
And then it's no fun anymore.
Yeah.
So at least a good start from Lee Chong Wei. Doesn't leave anything to coincidences.
Yeah, Lee Chong Wei, there's a reason why he's been world #1. There's a reason why he's been in 59 Super Series tournament finals. He's a class act. And of course, I understand, you know, the players you do have a dream, but we have a saying in English that a dream without a plan is a fantasy.
Exactly.
11-3.
The dream is definitely there for Mustofa, but there's a lot of work to be done yet as far as the first part of this first game has gone. And we saw Chong Wei win Malaysia Open on home soil, where there's a lot of drift. He can capitalize from his feet. A good smash there from Mustofa.
Service
Service
fault.
over.
Racket not pointing in a downward direction.
12-4.
Although he seemed to be signalling that he struck it too high. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
13-4.
Wow, that was long.
Service over. Take away.
Really put all his power in that. Chong Wei.
5-14.
Oh, great matchup. Great matchup. Gone with the drift. Taken with the sideways drift.
Service over. 15-6. Service over. 7-15.
Wasn't that far away, was it? What was that?
I just had a look on the other side until it decided to fall back again. It's not looking good for Mustofa. I mean, the thing that supports him a little bit is that he's going to play on the side of the court where he can push his shots a little bit more to the back court. The problem for him is that he's facing Chong Wei, who's probably the best player in the world playing with the drift. It's going to be a tough task for the Indonesian.
Yeah, this is really just cruise control at the moment for Chong Wei, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's lovely that the home fans are supporting Mustofa
8-19.
despite the large deficit. Earlier in the week, the crowd went a little silent when their home players were behind.
Yeah, and it's actually there you really need it.
Yes.
When everything goes well, I mean, I don't need anyone to support me. I can play perfectly well myself.
Yeah.
9-19. Service over.
So game points
20.
already after
Game
just
point,
13 minutes.
9. Game.
Opening game.
First game won by Chong Wei, 21-9.
Well, he's giving his opponent a masterclass at the moment, is Chong Wei. Even a bit of trickery.
And now here,
21-9.
midway through this game and a little bit longer than midway through the semi-finals, I think I sort of have can sum the tournament up that it's been the up-and-coming players tournament until now, but now we're going to the finals, so the big boys and girls are taking over. And the ones that have we've seen some of the big names falling out earlier. That's some of those who've been asked to do a lot during the year. A lot of qualification tournaments, tough tasks in Asian Championships, European Games, European Championships, Thomas Cup, Uber Cups,
Mandatory.
World Championships, and so on. And now we have the cream of the crop here to the finals. The ones that are a little bit superior to the others, and also perhaps have the correct skills for playing here in Östersund. All the players who are still in some kind of a race to be selected for the Olympics. They've already qualified. The question is, will they be selected by their own national association?
Yeah.
1-0.
It's a very nice summary, Steen. Well put, because there have been the emergence of some of the younger players. It's been wonderful to watch.
Yeah, and they are excited. That's one of the heights for their summer,
Yeah.
this Indonesia Premier, and playing in these surroundings. That's really big for them.
It's sort of exhibition stuff, isn't it?
You can't really get it out of Chong Wei. I think the coaches think, hey, just get it over with as quick as possible. That's in. But that's what we love as spectators, these small exhibition shots.
Quite clearly the longest rally of the match so far. Oh, well taken. Well taken.
Service over.
Ready to pounce.
2-1.
And we've seen that a couple of times, that he's really aggressive following those net shots up. And I think that's important for future matches, that he's ready to take even the smaller chances. Chong Wei.
3-1.
watch this movement back and forth.
It's almost flying the last step.
That's ridiculously good.
He's not playing bad, Mustofa. He's not playing bad at all. He's actually playing quite well.
But what do you do? What do you do?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think we're going to see it again, but that net exchange was just phenomenal.
I'd like to see a cross smash from that backhand side. And there was one from Mustofa. Well played.
Brilliant defence, isn't it? Yeah, you're right, the Indonesian did exceptionally well there. I think the Indonesian has just removed some strapping from his knee. You can see his right knee, the strapping has come slightly loose.
Yeah.
We just removed that. That would be distracting, wouldn't it, while you're playing? Yeah, that's how we're going to always challenge it.
Chong Wei challenges.
Well, we're not in the best place to see, but instinctively I thought that may have landed in.
I think so. I think it's questionable, but the judgment of Chong Wei hasn't been impeccable here in the second game.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Unbelievable.
Service over.
That shuttle. Hopefully we'll see it. Look at the spin he creates on that. And so it just crawls up over the net. Look at that. Look at that.
Astonishing with Chong Wei. I mean, in circumstances like this, I'm trying to imagine how it must be to play badminton when it's only two other players and yourself that can beat you. When you're in the semi-final of a tournament and you're not conceded more than 16 points in any game.
Yeah.
We saw it with Lin Dan playing against Jonathan Christie, how hard it is to maintain the concentration and the motivation. I guess the same must go for Chong Wei at some occasions.
Yeah. And in my humble opinion, that's how I rate him so highly, not only because of his wonderful play, but the fact that he's been a great supporter of the Super Series over the years. He's played lots and lots of tournaments.
Yeah.
And, I mean, until his suspension, he was in 36 consecutive Super Series semi-finals.
That's amazing.
It is amazing. But all this trickery and exhibition stuff that he's been playing, and he's allowed his opponent back in.
Yeah, but I mean, I would be surprised if he doesn't have at least 2 gears more than this.
Yeah, but you also made a very telling comment just now when you said imagine what it must be like that there's only 2 other players who can beat you or yourself.
Yeah.
And by that, I'm surmising that you sometimes feel that Chong Wei in pressure situations, big matches, you know, his nerves, do they hold, or does he have doubts?
How can you practice close situations? I mean, there are no close situations, except when he's playing a well-playing Chen Long or a fantastic playing Lin Dan. Otherwise, there are no close situations. So how can you practice?
Yeah.
I know he's lost to other players as well. 2 years ago, lost to Targo in the semis here and so on. But a number of occasions he's lost to players because he's played so many tournaments where he's totally strapped up.
10-8.
And I mean, we have this for Yonex players legends vision with Chong Wei and Lin Dan and Taufik Hidayat and Peter Gere, and they're all there for different reasons, but no doubt that Chong Wei and Lin Dan are the ones that have maintained the highest level over the longest period of years.
9-10.
Taufik doesn't even come close. And Peter doesn't come close in terms of victories. He had a fantastic long career as well, but
going wide. So to the mid-game interval with a 2-point advantage. Yeah, and to emphasise your point, Steen, I mean, Chong Wei, he's been winning titles since 2003. He's been in an incredible 94 international tournament finals in singles. That's unbelievable.
So we can't say to him, hey, do you remember that final? No, he doesn't.
No.
That's impossible. Maybe one of the more particular ones, the bigger ones, but Super Series, that can be really hard to distinguish from each other.
20 seconds.
He was just caught going backwards in court. When he needs to go forward. Oh, there was a slip. There was a slip. Well spotted, Steen. Yeah, left leg, left foot.
Okay, thank you. Ready. Play.
There's glimpses again of something to build on for Mustofa.
Yeah, you were talking yesterday when we were watching Mustofa against Rajiv Usif about the need to become more of a threat at the front of the court, more skills and more aggression.
Yeah, well-timed aggression.
Yeah.
Ready.
Very long speech about lifestyle photography. Meineke as one of the coaches there.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's extraordinary. Well, the attempted kill of the net shots. There it was. Gave an opportunity. I thought his ankle almost twisted there. Crikey, you don't need any injuries.
Service over.
Playing at a good pace now. Sort of. Chong Wei has brought Mustofa up in pace. This perhaps also is part of the explanation why Malaysia have struggled to find his successors. Because, I mean, I can't imagine a whole lot of them get to a whole other point in practice sessions. And that's always devastating.
I think, in all honesty, though, that finding another Lee Chong Wei is going to be a very difficult task. I mean, it's like saying you've got to find another Lin Dan in China. You don't, but you don't find these people. They don't come around the whole time. They're very, very special individuals.
Stage in the game where we actually might see Mustofa take this game because there's only 6-7 points left, and good fortune, bad fortune may have something to do with it.
There's a challenge here from Lee Chong Wei. He was called out. He obviously thinks it landed in, but you see, this is the sort of situation to me, Stephen. You know, I was saying, well, there was a few exhibition shots from Lee Chong Wei, and I agree with you. He has got another gear, maybe 2 gears to go to, but he makes himself a little bit nervous.
Yes.
Because now all of a sudden his opponent is back level.
And was fired up.
Yeah.
No challenge remaining. Play.
Well, they both won the Thomas Cup together, these two. Malin Meineke, Hendron. 2002 in Malaysia, at least, maybe on other occasions as well.
It's going to run well. To go into the lead.
And we're seeing exactly all the things that Chong Wei can't afford to do if he wants to win the biggest tournaments. Cannot play those loose backhand shots. Cannot play service returns without any real quality that is readable all the way from his racket. But it's tough for Chong Wei to gear up now.
Exactly.
Because he's sort of dug himself into a hole.
Such a pity, such a good rally, ended with an error.
I really have mixed feelings about this because during this rally I got the feeling that I was watching an exhibition match where one of the local promising players had won a game to play against Lee Chong Wei, and he was playing his all out, and Lee Chong Wei was sort of moving around and setting a few good shots up for him and then covering them. And that's a ridiculous thing to say, but that was the feeling I had.
Yeah. But you see, that's what bothered me when he seemed to be cruising. I mean, he stormed through that opening game in just 13 minutes. And, you know, I felt 4-1. Then he started playing some loose shots. He tried a couple of little trick shots and sort of plays himself into a pressure situation.
Yeah.
Why do that?
Yeah.
Because in all due respect to the Indonesian youngster, Lee Chong Wei is in a different class to him.
Yeah.
Long and a wry smile on his face. My goodness me, that was a golden opportunity.
But I would be, if I were Hendron, I would. Did he touch that one? Yeah, difficult for the umpire to see. If I were Hendron, I would be furious because, in my opinion, it's situations like this that could lose him the Olympic gold. There's a famous speech in one of the movies called Any Given Sunday about American football. It's Al Pacino who gives a speech about inches. He says, "We fight for every inch because we know that every inch is important." And that's the feeling I have, that every inch is important. Not in the final of the Olympics or the semi-final of the Olympics. In every single match, every inch is important.
Yes, because the other contenders for Olympic gold are watching this and saying to themselves,
stay in there, stay in there, stay in there, and you will get your opportunities.
Exactly. Missed it. So 2 match point opportunities for Lee Chong Wei, the number 2 seed.
Very good. Quick. Quick. Faster, faster. 20. Match point. 18.
Along.
Okay.
Lee Chong Wei pushed in the second game, and perhaps allowing his opponents in by
Match won by Lee Chong Wei. 21-9.
not keeping the
21-18.
relentless pressure that he had shown in the opening game going throughout the entirety of the match. But psychologically, inches matter as well. And Steen's analogy there about we fight for every inch of belief, every inch of psychological effect that you have on potential opponents as well. It all matters come crunch time. So Lee Chong Wei through to a 6th final here at the Indonesia Open. Tomorrow he will contest an incredible 60th career Super Series tournament final. 21-9, 21-18, his victory over the youngster Mustofa. So there's all the matches that we've had today on semi-finals day. It all started with women's doubles and the world number 1s, Matsutomo and Takahashi. Just too good for the European silver medalist Muskins and Peak. Well, then it was the battle in the women's singles between the 2-time reigning world champion and the former world champion. And it was the former world champion, Wang Yihan. Of course, she's won the title here in Indonesia 5 years ago. She had to come from a game down. It was a thrilling contest, 1 hour and 18 minutes. Then we had men's doubles and the 2014 champions, the current world number 1s, Lee Yong-dae and Yu Young-sung. Well, once they got into their rhythm, the Koreans were just too good for the young dames. Then the second of the women's doubles, and Tang Yuan-ting and Yu Young will tomorrow contest a 10th final in only their 11th individual tournament together, because they beat the Malaysians in 2 very convincing games. And as we've just seen, Lee Chong Wei trying to equal the record of 6 Indonesia Open titles, that record held by Adi Wiranata and Taufik Hidayat. He'll have his chance tomorrow because he's already won 5. But he's through to the final, and that is a step in the right direction. Finals tomorrow, we're a little bit earlier than today. That's 12 noon local time. That's 0500 GMT. From all of us here until tomorrow. Bye-bye.